What is going on, guys? Today we have got base Ian Rush. If you want cheap and reliable coins, go over to U7 Buy in the description. Look at all the coins, go to your purchase, and before you hit checkout, make sure you use the discount code JT11. Use the code and you should get 5% off all of your FIFA 23 coins. So in today's video, we'll be looking at Ian Rush's base card. It's 87. He has got an 89 mid and also a 91 prime with the campaign moments pending. He is a 3-star, 4-star coming in at a whopping 150,000 coins. He is a right-footed high mid with 5'11 in his height. We've got power header and outside of the foot trait with his icon profile. Played for a fair few clubs, and to be honest, stats are looking probably about average. Unfortunately, he is a controlled runner. There is no chance of getting him on lengthy, so you've got the options of explosive with artist, and then the rest are all controlled. We're going to be going with the engine to boost up that pace, get a bit more on the passing, and also 88 on that dribbling. He will end up with 88 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, which, to be honest, isn't bad. So I'm hoping he is enough paced to get past these defenders. Shooting-wise, looks pretty good. 90 on the finishing as the base, good shot power, attacking positions looking good. And then with, obviously, the engine, you get 85 agility and 86 balance. So without further ado, let's jump into Rush and see what this man can do. Rush with the ball. Little turn, and again, little turn. Finds himself through, little inside. Goes for the left foot. Neuer's on it. Oh, his feet. Henry's onside. I thought we might have had him then. It felt like he was flapping as we got through there, but Ian Rush doing well. It's a solid save from Neuer, as you kind of expect. We're going to see a turn from Diaby before Martinez runs him over. Rush holding the ball quite nicely there. Good strength game, to say the least. We have a little tackle there. Back into Rush, who's going to let it roll. Still gets it to Sterling. Is on the run here. Takes past him. Looking for something if we can. We're going to flip it back to the other side. We're going to look all the way across for Henry. Very, very unlucky there. So far, to be honest, them two runs have been absolutely solid. Into Rush. Find him straight across. Ooh, risky challenge. Was trying to just move one more to the right there. And that's definitely going to be a foul if not. Oh, there it is. Sterling's through. It's a great ball from Rush. Keeper's got to be coming out. Oh, we've left it really late. How on earth we managed to get that? Left it very late on the chip. Sterling sees it through, and it's a great assist from Ian Rush. Coming really far back, though. As a single striker, not a massive fan of that. I know he's got the pace to kind of get up front, as we see here. Going to pretend like we're going to go for the turn. He's got to go for that left foot. Solid from Neuer. What was it? 4-star weak foot. So he's got the ability to be able to. I think this guy is probably done now. Maybe? I don't know. Was we pausing it there? Is it? I don't understand. Are we gone? Is he playing still? It feels like that moment just before it disconnects. But honestly, I feel like the passing going forward is quite nice. He is definitely coming back a lot more than I'd want. So a custom tactic may be useful there to kind of maybe stay up front, because we want to utilize all of that pace up front rather than coming back. I don't necessarily need him heavily to defend, as obviously we've got that absolutely on lock. As I say that now, as Conte scores a goal. I shouldn't have said anything. I know. Ian gets in between, goes for the outside, and Neuer again is becoming a slight problem. And what on earth is with that corner? Ian Rush in. Was he onside? I think he was. We find the inside, and Ian Rush gets himself his goal. Finally managed to come across, and it is Ian Rush taking us back into the lead. And I'm kind of unsure if we are actually playing against anybody. It doesn't seem to be the movements of another player, but I'm in rivals. Ian Rush again is going to pick the ball up. Upamecano has been absolutely on form for this guy's team today. We can see that through ball coming a mile off. But in terms of his running, I must admit, I'm impressed with the pace of Rush. I felt like the 90 pace with the engine is nice, but I didn't think he would be as quick. Some players just don't feel the pace that they have. I thought Rush would have been that one player that maybe doesn't, but most definitely a nice surprise so far, and hopefully more goals to come. Ian Rush pretending to go through. I knew it. Schlotterbeck with a beautiful challenge. We get it back to him. Go for that outside of the foot. We know he's got it sometimes in his locker. Oh, and we were so close. If Henry just put a foot out, we would have got that. Into Rush there. I think the good thing with somebody like Rush, and icons like Rush, because they aren't necessarily the most expensive icons, you don't necessarily have a massive expectation, even though 100,000 coins is still a decent amount of coins to put on one person, or even 150. But because it's icons, you're expecting 500-600, and obviously then you'd expect them to be able to do a massive service, whereas 100, I'm okay as long as he scores, to be honest. And I think that is the mentality of somebody like Rush, that they do presents themselves a bit better than what they actually can do, because he isn't necessarily a bad player. He's still 100k, even if it is necessarily for an icon form, when they are obviously very hard to pack, and that is why the prices, the demand versus the supply, is absolutely squiffed, due to the fact icons are ridiculously hard to get in this game. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. It's into Sancho. He's going to have to hold the ball, though. Oh, look at the dribbling. Finds a bit of rush across goal, and the left foot needed to be a little bit more accurate there. That was going to be a perfect chance right there. Sancho, with some beautiful dribbling, gets on the inside, gives the through ball into Rush, and unfortunately, he just cannot bury it. Finds a bit of Sterling. It's a lovely ball over the top. A little bit too much mustard, but we're going to try and make it work if we can. Ian Rush is going to find this outside of the foot, and that is a solid hand from Lloris. Rush going to see a bit of Sterling in again. He's going to have that pace to run past him. One more. Pings it back. Rush trying to go for it, and Gossens is taking it away once more. Rush making a run through. This is the only problem with no lengthy and just that little bit needed on that pace as we find the ball. Good tackle. There's no way that's a free kick. I just feel like he's lacking just that final finisher instinct. It's just, I don't know, in some strikers you have it, you just naturally can pick up play and they do well pretty much 8 games out of 10. Some games obviously depending on the opponent's level, but I feel like this guy definitely isn't necessarily incredible level. I just feel like the striking side is just a little bit lacking, and that's coming on both sides, to be honest. Rush finds the goal, 4-1. It is a burying at this point, but we've got a constellation goal. Rush finding a beautiful ball there. Sterling does all the hard work, and Rush just smashes it into the bottom right. Good interception from Rush. Does even get up and chases down the ball. Probably should have turned back. He is an aggressive little one who is going to try and win it back all the time, which is, again, a good instinct to have with a striker, but I need that goal instinct. It's a cracking ball. Koulibaly is always on that every time. Into Ian Rush. Going to get the shot. There's number 2. Redemption might be, but I mean, we've got 15 minutes, and I can imagine, judging from this guy's play style, he may pass around the back at the end. Into Rush again. Oh, imagine if we got that in, there would have been some hope for a draw potential, as we find it here. Koulibaly taking Rush once more. Oh, Rush with the beaut. Oh, he nearly even puts it through the legs of Skriniar then. That'd have been a great counter-attack. So going into the overall for Rushy boy then. Honestly, started off really well. I felt like he definitely had a bit more to offer. We kind of went against the first person. He was decent, but not quite up there in that standard. The second guy, definitely a better team. Kaka, some informs, player of the months, all of that jazz. We know that he's rocking a good team. But what Ian Rush kind of did is good at getting in behind if you can. With the likes of Koulibaly, Virgil, Varane, obviously then you look at Militao, Rudiger. They are very big, physical, in-your-face sort of defenders. So to try and get that through every single time is very difficult. That's why it's nice to maybe have somebody who is going to be able to do a lot more than just go behind, can get it to his feet, can turn, get the movement. He has got relatively okay dribbling, but nothing too crazy. The engine does help with the agility balance, but I think for me, it is just down to ability. And unfortunately for 152k, that is kind of what you're expected. If we look at icons in general, I think the lowest one, I'm pretty sure, was about 90k a few days ago now. So let's just see. If we go page 3... There we are. So we've got, and 90k for Litmanen. We've then only got a handful of icons, really. Owen, Lineker, Moore, Vieri, who are behind him. So he is in that low sort of category. He's still definitely not the lowest, which is very, very impressive. But at the moment, I feel like anybody of a certain level, certain rated will do quite well. He's controlled, he's not explosive. You come out the engine on him to get more pace, dribbling and passing. Already having the 90 finishing is nice. A 3-star, 4-star, which is okay, but the 4-4 would have been absolutely spot on for him. I think even for his mid, it's about the same really. We're getting an extra little bit of pace, but not anymore on the shooting. But in terms of his prime as well, a 3-star, 4-star, nothing is going to change from that version to the prime. I feel like he's going to be that sort of striker that can hit the ball and has a very good goal ratio. But in terms of everything else in play, he's just not going to give you enough. So overall, I'm personally giving Ian Rush a 6 out of 10. I feel like the pace is nice at the start of the game. I do think he will drop down in relevancy or actually usability as we go further into the game. Like most icons, to be honest, there's like a 2% icons that are usable the whole way through. And unfortunately, Ian Rush is not one of them. And he wouldn't be coming in at 150k if not. But let me know down below what you think about him. And make sure you do like and subscribe. If you do want this card, make sure that you do get him though. There is no problem with actually just picking a card and giving it a go. Giving him a go on a Road to Glory, an Ian Rush Road to Glory, anything like that. If he's your hero, then why not? Because definitely it will be a lot more fun than just sticking to the meta. But apart from that, if you want to check out the videos on this way, make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.